Hello everyone. You are watching Eagle News International, Switzerland edition. I am Rowena Gregorio, and in today's show, we will bring you stories from continental Europe and Africa. These are interesting times. For our headlines, Accor Hotels weighs taking stake in Air France KLM. United States of America might have to exempt some German steels from tariffs. German watchdog orders recall of Audi A6 and A7 diesel models. In lifestyle, let us visit Hallstatt in Austria. From Russia, our correspondent will give us overview on the victory parade in Moscow. Exploring the eastern part of Europe, Christina Sumawang will bring us around the old town in Tallinn, Estonia. In sports, Birami set for Swiss record as World Cup squad named. In technology, France doubts United Kingdom will develop on satellite navigation rival to Galileo. Accor Hotels foresees taking over a minority stake in Air France KLM. Here's Frida Ordinario to give us more details.
To remain competitive to all-inclusive travel packages offered by Expedia and Booking.com, Accor Hotels is considering to have a stake in Air France KLM. Accor Hotels might buy some or all 14.3% French government stake in Air France KLM, although the hotel group admits that it is still at the very early stage of assessment. Air France KLM is not commenting on this matter, but French Economy Minister Delphine Génie-Stéphane said that the French government are open to talk to both Air France KLM and Accor Hotels. While Air France KLM shares went up about 7% because investors are confident that the government sale will force the airline to perform cost-cutting measures. Accor Hotel shares, on the other hand, fell by around 6% as some analysts are not positive on this interest. Bernstein analyst Caius Slater said that, while the strategic rationale for Accor is there, we wonder why this cannot be achieved by a commercial partnership without any equity stake. Such commercial partnership could be through a joint rewards program. The French government are examining three options. First would be to sell all 14.3% share to Accor Hotels. Second would be a partial sale to still have a stake in the airline. And third would be to exchange their stake with the airline to Accor Hotels, which is very consistent to the current French President Emmanuel Macron to have influence in successful companies based in France.
US might have to exempt some German steels from tariffs. Let's hear more from our correspondent, Ebe Ordinario.
German Economy Minister Peter Altmaier said that the US might have to make exceptions on their 25% import tariffs for steel made in Germany as the US may struggle to procure special steels locally. He told the Rheinische Post newspaper, "I assume that special steels produced in Germany will not be able to be easily replaced with US-produced alternatives. In this case, they would have to raise the prices of their products significantly, which then will put pressure on Trump administration." When asked about the possible tariffs on European car imports, Altmaier said that this is a risky decision that can harm both EU and US economies. He said that a spiral of reciprocal tariffs would only produce losers. Then we can maybe prevent a trade war. Furthermore, he said that the EU should be united in reacting to the US government's trade decisions.
Audi was asked by the German Motor Authority Kraftfahrtbundesamt, or KBA, to recall their A6 and A7 models with 3-liter Euro 6 diesel engines as the emissions software are illegal. 60,000 vehicles are affected worldwide and half of them are in Germany, said Germany's Transport Ministry. According to Audi, a premium brand of Volkswagen, deliveries of A6 and A7 models have been stopped already since last month after problems with emission software popped up.
Hi, I'm Frida Ordinario and once again welcome to our lifestyle news. In this show, we will travel to Eastern Europe and explore more of what to discover in and around continental Europe and Africa. Here are today's topics. One of the World Heritage Sites in Austria called Hallstatt. Let's learn about the annual Victory Day Parade in Moscow, Russia. From small town in Austria to an old town in Tallinn, Estonia. Join Yvonne Thomas as she travels to one of the World Heritage Sites in Austria, the town of Hallstatt.
Hello everyone! Today I'm taking you to a small charming alpine village here in the southern part of Austria called Hallstatt. So let's go and explore more about this beautiful place.
Hallstatt is a small scenic market town on the western shore of Lake Hallstatt in the Austrian state of Upper Austria, approximately 1.5 hours away from Salzburg by car. Its idyllic location on the lake and the many historic buildings attract tourists every year to visit Hallstatt. Chinese architects were so amazed by this village that they have built a replica of the world-famous World Heritage Site in China. But nothing comes close to the original. The narrow old town with its typical buildings nestles beautifully on the rock faces along the lake. The village is also known for being the most photographed village in Austria. If you want to visit an almost completely preserved medieval town, come to Hallstatt. There are great little souvenir shops or salt mine shops. Make sure to get a unique souvenir that are only available in Hallstatt, like natural salt or saltstone from the Hallstatt salt mine. End your day with a famous Austrian cream pastry called Schillerlocke or Schaumrolle, a bag-shaped or roll-shaped pastry made from puff pastry, which is sweetened with whipped cream.
Hallstatt is not only the oldest but also the most photographed village here in Austria. So even though it's a small village, make sure to bring enough time because there are a lot of things to see and do. I am Yvonne Thomas and I am 1 with 25.
Thanks, Yvonne. In our next story, Rodora Perocha will take you to the Red Square in Moscow to tell you the significance of the Victory Parade.
Every 9th of May since 1945, Moscow, Russia is celebrating Victory Day, which is the second most popular public holiday after New Year's Day. This is for commemorating millions of people who lost their lives during the Second World War, known in Russia as the Great Patriotic War. One tradition is to give flowers, usually red carnation, to the veterans and to the family of those soldiers who died to fight for the country during the said war. People also wear a ribbon on their clothes, which they called St. George ribbon, with a color combination of black and yellow as a sign of respect and remembrance. Most veterans wear their medals as they head to the parade or to the events that is organized by the local veterans organization. Many people also attend to watch a military parade. The biggest parade is held in Moscow's Red Square, showcasing Russia's military forces and advanced weaponry during the Victory Parade. For Russian people, Victory Day is a very sacred holiday, for there is not a single family who has not lost someone during the Second World War. I am Rodora Peroche, EBC Russia correspondent, and I am 1 with 25.
Thanks, Rodora.
Still in the eastern part of Europe, Christina Sumawang explores the old town in Tallinn, Estonia.
Estonia is an Eastern European country located in the southern coast of Finland, bordered by Latvia and Russia, and Tallinn is the capital city of Estonia. In Tallinn, there is the Old Town. Tallinn's Old Town is a UNESCO Heritage Site since 1997, where the town is called an exceptionally complete and well-preserved example of a medieval Northern European trading city. All dates back to the 12th and 14th century. And the beautiful manors and houses make this town a walk to the medieval times. And as you walk, do not forget to check handmade souvenirs and different crafts. Because Estonia's knitting, crocheting, and embroidery traditions predate centuries, from wool, cotton, linen, and the wooden utensils carved from the juniper tree.
Hope you enjoyed this Tallinn trip and see you next time. This is Christina Sumawang and I am 1 with 25.
I hope you enjoyed our stories and join us next time for more lifestyle news from continental Europe and Africa. I'm Frida Ordinario and I am 1 with 25.
Hi, I'm Kyle Macalino bringing you sports and technology news. Swiss midfielder Valon Berami is setting a new Swiss world record for representing the Swiss national team in 4 World Cups after being included in the 23-man squad on Monday. Valon Berami already has a Swiss record for being the first player to get sent off in the 2010 World Cup match against Chile. He still has to battle against newcomer Denis Zakaria for his place because of an injury this season at his club Udinese. Some players including Sylvain Wittmer, Edmilson Fernandez and goalkeeper Gregor Kobel were dropped from the Swiss national team. Selecting a squad with only 23 players is a difficult decision, said Swiss coach Vladimir Petkovic. He's still convinced that the players he chose were the right ones. He added, "They might not be the best squad, but the most complete squad for Switzerland." The Swiss national team is based on 10 players that play in the German Bundesliga and Italy's Serie A, while the rest of the players play in either the Premier League or the Swiss League. France has doubts that Britain will introduce their own satellite navigation system like the European Union's Galileo, according to minutes from a meeting between a cabinet minister and lawmakers. London accused EU of being excluded from the project since Brexit talks. Delphine Génie-Stéphane, a junior economy minister, told the French lawmakers on Brexit hearings some surprising announcements or positions were recently made public about Galileo. She also said, considering the cost of the program and the investment that would represent about 10 billion euros, we find it hard to imagine they could get it alone. Galileo was constructed in 2003 and will be completed by 2020. Any rival system could cost about £3 billion, according to an expert. The UK Space Agency wrote to British companies to consult the government first before working on the project to stop the transfer of technology to EU companies. According to a UK Space Agency spokesman, If there is no agreement on Galileo, the UK will have to find alternatives. The development of a domestic system is economically viable and made possible to the world-leading expertise of the UK space sector, the spokesman said. Britain would ask EU for the repayment, which is up to £1 billion if it would have no access to Galileo. That's all for today's sports and technology news. I am Kyle Macalino and I am one with 25.
That is today's Eagle News International Switzerland edition. Thank you for watching. Join us again next time as we bring news that matters to you.